Hey, what's happening, everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another video. Hopefully you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys liked the video upload this week because honestly a lot of my stuff started to show in, so I figured this is going to be a great week for content here on the channel. Now you guys may recall about a couple of weeks ago I did an unboxing for my first installed lightsaber from the patch store because, you know, I'm trying out these different companies to see what I like, what I don't like, just to be able to share my own personal opinion. And the saber that I got from them first was a Darth Revan saber, specifically the one with the spikes on it. And since that unboxing video, like a couple of days later after messing with it, it was to the point where I was like, you know what, I actually do like the hilts and I actually do like the electronics. And it was to the point where I was like, you know what, I already have this one and I gotta complete the set, so I have to get the other one. I looked on the patch store and unfortunately it was out of stock. I was a bit bummed out. And then as I was searching more information on Ultimate Works, I found out that Ultimate Works had their own official website. I went on there and it said it was in stock. I immediately placed my order and it is now here. It took a little bit longer to get compared to the patch store, but I still got it regardless because at one point my package was on hold in Hong Kong for like 3 or 4 days because they're kind of doing things different with the whole pandemic thing going on. So anyways, before we open this up, I wanted to go ahead and kind of give you guys a quick little update on the dark saber that I got. Is that I'm actually going to be repainting it, and in fact I'm improving on the blade that it came with. So here in image 1 is how the blade looks by default, and in image 2 is the improvement that I made. Still work in progress, but let me know what you guys think, and eventually we'll have a review for that one once I'm done with everything. Now, as for this one, you'll notice that this box seems a lot smaller compared to the one from the patch store. That's because I noticed that on Ultimate Works' website, they actually had an option where you can choose to buy it without the blade. And the reason why I went with the option is because, well, I already have a few NeoPixel blades, and I'm actually going to be using my thinner ones for these hilts. And seeing as I already have two 28-inch blades, I didn't really need an extra blade, so I'd rather just kind of save the money and to kind of get something, you know, a little bit different. So let's go ahead and open this up because I've been waiting for this thing for quite a while now, because I had asked you guys in terms of for the Darth Revan saber if you wanted me to review it or should I wait till I get the other one and then have them both in the review, and you guys wanted me to go ahead and wait until I got both. So now we finally have it. I'm assuming there's no issues with this one. We're gonna find out. Okay, I kind of panicked there. I thought there was a bomb in here for a second, the way this was packaged. But I never had a saber packed in a little tube kind of thing here. But yeah, I just opened it up and I saw all these warning labels on there. I was like, well, what the hell's in here? Oh, man. That gave me jolts. There's definitely a ton of tape here, so I have no idea what the safest way to open this. Make sure it's not ticking on me. All right, let's see. I guess we'll just kind of cut in over here and see what happens. Yeah, okay. So this is just a paper over a tube, it looks like. Let's see. Hopefully this doesn't take a while to open. And hopefully I don't slice my finger like last time. Okay, I think I got it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, and since I ordered specifically from Ultimate Works' website, this will kind of give us an idea in terms of how good of a packing job they did. Like I said, so far shipping-wise wasn't too bad. Since my order, it took about less than 2.5 weeks to get here. So again, pretty good timing on that. This thing has a lot of weight to it, so I'm kind of curious what's all in here. Alright, so the very first thing that we are getting is that we got some paperwork here. Sweet. It included the that metal faceplate, just like the other one, where it has it says SW, the Old Republic Revan Custom Saber Series with Ultimate Works on the corner. I am noticing that this did bend a little bit, but I could fix that because it's not super thick metal. Then we have that thick layer of paperwork that kind of goes over on how to use it, which I don't really need because I've been using my other one for a while. We also got a tool here for tightening the blade, and we also got some extra screws here. blade retention screws, I'm assuming if we lose any. Then we have our charging cable. All right, what is this? Huh. I got a free face mask. I'm not kidding, look. Something different, but the fact that I got a face mask included with my lightsaber is a bit odd, but this did include a face mask. Alright. Alright, so that's where most of the weight is. The weight is in the packaging itself. I don't see anything else. Okay, so we're good on that. Zip ties. Do I even have anything to cut zip ties? Let me see if I can find something. Alright, I found something to cut the zip ties with. Bit odd way of doing it, but I guess they wanted to make sure everything was packaged nicely. Which I do appreciate when people take the extra care. Alright, so let's throw the trash on the ground. Oh, looks good. Okay, what is this paperwork? So this is just like the last time where it talks about the board here, the power on instruction, on how to remove in terms of the SD card, which I managed to figure that out, how to remove the chassis. And it's just going over the instructions, the exterior. Alright, just let me go ahead and kind of overlook this really quick. Ooh, wow. Screw the paperwork. Wow, that actually feels very nice. It's a really slim design to it. I'll give you guys a close-up in just a second. Just kind of let me admire this for the moment. So we do have a CoverTech wheel here. We got the pommel that unscrews. Now what's cool about this too is that the soundboard that they use, I think it's called the Asteria version 2.0, is that the, I guess I'll just go ahead and bring the other one here, is that the inner chassis in this one I could remove and stick into here and it will work perfectly fine, which is great because it's using the same exact chassis system. Look, we got both of the Sabers in here now. Let's see. Okay, NeoPixel. So let's go ahead and see if there's any juice in here. Okay, maybe it's the other button. Because I'm noticing, so on this one, you have your two buttons up here on the front. This one's kind of the opposite. There is one here, it's like a little brass color button. And then there's another one here, and the kind of like matching the body here. So let's see which one it is. Okay, so the brass button seems to be the power on because I heard it go boot. Oh yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and give you guys a closer look here. I mean, there's not much to it in terms of its design. It's a very simplistic looking hilt, but I'm sure one that you guys probably like. So over here, this brass button, this is actually the main power. And then you hold it down to turn it off. As you can see, we have our CoverTech wheel, pommel, and in terms of its thickness, here's me with my hand wrapped all the way around it. So there's definitely a lot to grip onto for sure. In fact, let me show you guys my 3D printed one as a comparison between the hilts. So the top one is my 3D printed one, and then the bottom is, of course, the real version. Yeah, definitely pretty close in terms of its sizing. I think the 3D printed one's just slightly thicker. And then the coolest part is actually completing the set and having both sabers. So that is really cool. Now there is one thing that I am noticing. Let me double check the packaging here. Alright. Actually, let me take my flashlight. There is one thing that I am noticing that is not here. Let's go ahead. Nope. Video. No, wait, I think there's more. Okay, hold on. Because if you recall last time, this one here included a stand. And I was looking, you have the nameplate, everything else that came with it, but the stand doesn't appear to be. There's more stuff in here. It's jam-packed with the foam. Oh, boom, this is exciting. So let's go ahead and cut into the rest of this here. And then we'll put the blade in and show you guys what it looks like by default. Now, I know some of your guys' comments, you had mentioned that some of the... Power off. Okay, it turned itself off so it has the same features. Is that some of you guys were saying that the animation for the scroll seems kind of slow at start. That's because you could customize it. You can make it go quick, you can make it go slow, you can make it with all kinds of different effects to it. So let's see here. Trying to not cut my hand here. See, I knew there was something missing. All right, here we go. We got the other side opened up. Nope. Okay, never mind. I got to. That's a fail. Okay, so I thought the stand might have been included, but it was on the other end. It was just more foam. So yeah, there is a. Okay, I see what happens. They took the stand out and they replaced it with the fan. I mean, it's not a big deal, honestly. I could just print out a really nicer looking stand anyways off the 3D printer. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to have another one of these nice little stands that came with. But again, I could just print out one. So keep that in mind. Again, I don't know if it's the same for other orders or not. But you know, if you order specifically from Ultimate Works, there's a chance that you may not receive a stand, or if the stand is only included if you get the blade option, again, there might be that information too. So let's go ahead and stick a blade in here. This will give me the opportunity to test out this thing that I bought. I bought this, I don't know what you call it. It's like an adapter, which will allow you to use your thin blades for the 1-inch hilts. So it's an adapter that kind of makes everything fit a lot better. So let's see how this works out. Seems to be a bit of a tight fit. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Actually, you know what? Let me just... Okay. I got this 1 second. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and use this one for now. I think I have to sand the other one down, or maybe there's something I'm not doing correctly. Okay, stick that. Okay, no, there's something gripping onto it. You know what, screw it. Let's just go ahead and use the bigger blade. I think I need to make some adjustments. Here is the blade that came with the default. There we go. Okay, so I just need to see what's going on there. Maybe I just wasn't pushing it in all the way. It is like really hot in this room right now. Alright, so the blade is in.
Boot.
Boot. Okay, so let me turn off. Let me move this out of the way. Turn off this big light here so we can go ahead and see this a bit better. Now keep in mind that there's a lot of audio files on here by default where you could easily change and customize, and I'll show you a couple examples when we actually get to it. I guess this is one way to go about it. Let's see if I could power this off really quick.
Power off.
Okay, so for example, the power on. When you power it on, it says boot. For example, I was able to go into the files, very simple to do, and I changed it on this one. So now when this one turns on,
it's time.
It does that. And when I turn this off completely, it goes,
thank you, old friend.
Versus this one where if we power it on, just how it comes out of the package,
boot.
It says boot, and then when we power this off,
power off.
Again, you could easily customize that. So I like the fact that you can do that. So let's go ahead and turn this on again.
Boot.
And ignite. get a feel for this. This is definitely... Just trying to get a feel. It's very lightweight, that is for sure. It feels like there's almost nothing here on the handle, but it just it's very odd feeling. I mean, it feels good, don't get me wrong, just not having that essential weight like I do with my other sabers. Just a little bit off-putting. Let's see, so the other button back here, which is right where this finger is, you have your blaster. Actually, this is the Darth Vader font, so after a while you kind of hear rebels dying. That's kind of the scene from in Star Wars Rogue One. Let's see. So again, you got all the same thing that you would have. Next up is changing the colors. I noticed by default when you're changing the colors, which took me a while to figure that out, how to do it, it has this annoying font that goes color change. Color change. So let's see if I can do that here.
Color switch.
Or color switch.
Color switch. Color switch. Color switch. Color switch. Color switch.
To kind of give you an example of what I did to change that on this one.
It's time.
So we activate, and anytime I were to switch colors, it goes. So you'll probably recognize that sound from Jedi Fallen Order. Now let's go ahead and change a font on here by holding the silver button on the backside.
Young Rey.
And pretty much what they've done is that they've included like 3 or 4 different sound fonts, but what they do is that they repeat it throughout the entire hilt. So typically the way it's done is that the first 3 or 4 are kind of like, you know, the basics or some slight effects to it which look nice, and then all the other ones after that were showing or showcasing some of the customization options that you could use or you can completely take out if you don't like those. So this one's got that cool like pulsing light that kind of shoots upward. I like that. It's,
Color switch. Color switch. Color switch.
there we go. You can easily change different colors. It's really quick and easy. So as you can see, I'm switching colors really fast. But you still got that annoying color switch font, which is the first thing that you should easily change. Let me turn off this one really quick.
Thank you, old friend.
Alright. Let's go ahead. Oh, that was kind of cool. I like that. Let's try that again. Ooh, I kind of like that.
Vengeance.
Then we have Vengeance. So it's got kind of like that strobe, a little bit of a strobe effect to it. But yeah, this hilt feels really nice. I mean, I know I like the electronics. I mean, I keep repeating myself. Ooh, that one's the nice one. For one, that was quite fast, but I don't know if you guys saw that, but there was like this white light that goes with it when it goes into the hilt. Let's see if you guys can see that. It's very fast. Let's see. And then we get to the different effects now, which is going to like showcase through the rest of the different fonts. Again, you can easily change and customize that. In fact, there's a folder on the SD card in which you can download, and it basically has these 3 things that you could just go ahead and kind of swap with different areas. It's definitely confusing, and you have no idea what your effect is going to look like. You have to keep messing with it, changing and kind of going back and forth, or just looking online to see what other people have created using those files. Let's see. So this one's kind of like, it's got the orangish yellow and red pulsating upwards. Again, I think on camera it's looking way different compared to in person here. You can see the effect with the lighting on my face here. Let's see next. This is another one. I really like this one. Is that from here we have this a darker orange, then it gets to a lighter orange, and then going into a yellowish green color. And then you switch the colors here and it kind of alternates. So here we have like this pinkish going to a purple, going into a really light blue, and translating into a dark blue. So if you guys could see the lighting there, maybe that will help. And like, for example, we have green that transitions into blue. I was trying to use the reflection. That's the best way I could showcase the blade here. Alright. We'll showcase a couple more.
Lord Vader.
Another Vader font, again, a repeat, but with a different effect. That was kind of cool. Let's activate that again. That was kind of trippy. It's like warming up to it. That's actually kind of cool. My other one didn't have that by default. I had a different one. Maybe they alternate between what they use. And one more.
Young Rey.
Young Rey. So this one's got that the rainbow blade, if you will, or chroma key, if you're a Razor fan. Alright, turn this light back on. But yeah, I'm really liking this. I mean, I was kind of surprised with how this hilt feels in the hand, but it's definitely really good. So let's go ahead and remove the blade really quick. Now, this saber without a blade on their site was less than $300. Really good deal. If you choose to get it with the blade, I believe, if I remember correctly, it was only $320. A very inexpensive hilt that supports NeoPixel, and the fact that a lot of these Saber fonts that I have, which were specifically for CFX, are actually supported on the board itself. So that kind of threw me out. I mean, there's some things that you won't get, like pre-on features and whatnot, but you can still add your music on here, have that playing. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with this, and I'm glad that I went with that purchase to complete the Darth Revan set. And I guess what it means is that I need to get a Darth Revan cosplay, unless if I already have one, which I don't really have one yet. I've been considering getting a Darth Revan cosplay, in fact. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Once we get done with this week for the unboxing videos, I will be definitely doing a review on this because, again, I mean, as you could already tell from this video alone, I'm really pleased with these. In fact, I ordered 2 more Ultimate Works lightsabers. I have the Ultimate Works Darth Maul coming in whenever that ships out. And I also have the Ultimate Works Obi-Wan lightsaber as well. So hopefully you guys look forward to those. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next video upload, and may the Force be with you.